I got another email for an upgrade from my noise program or AI something program that takes care of noise and so forth. So I thought, I've never really pushed this camera as far as high ISOs are concerned, really never to an extent where you go, oh shit, I need noise reduction. So today I'm just going to use the Leica M11-P with the 50 Summicron version 5, and I'm going to take my little Lumecube in my pocket, and when I need extra light, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to see what I can do with it. I'm just going to have some fun and see what the noise is on this thing, and see how these noise reduction programs do, to see if I can get away with something just this simple. It'll be fun, and you know, like, let's see what the noise is on this. A lot of people like to call it grain. It's not grain. Film is grain. This is noise. Anyway, let's get to the shoot and see what we can do. Thanks for watching as always.
So this is a rather short video, but to start off, I'm using the Lumecube Mini. And I put the rubber on it, the rubber diffuser, but it was too dim with that. So I just took that right off and started using that. Now, my first shot here, I was too tight with 50 millimeter. So I immediately swapped out my 50 for the 35. Because you can see me pushing against the wall here to try to get more room, and I just couldn't do it. So I got the 35 and shot the rest of the shoot with that. Not only that closer distance with that Lumecube Mini, because that doesn't have much power at all. But I didn't want a lot of power. I just wanted to, make sure I was pushing high ISOs. Now, I'm not going to tell you which is which, but I went from 800 from a few to 8,000. And I just let it go. I put it on auto ISO, and I didn't care because I really wanted to see what the M11-P would do, with these higher ISOs, and it handled pretty well. But then I did put it through that program, and that's coming up. I'll show you that soon. But I just went to different places in the building. Sorry about the video on that. I just didn't adjust it. But I just went to different places in the building that, were really dark areas, and bad light, more or less, and shot. Now, this first shot I did with the light at 5600, and I had to adjust this in post, obviously, because I was, a lot of ambient lighting with this, and you can see on the branches there, I couldn't correct it completely. So I dialed down the light to, I think it was like 3800 Kelvin, and that helped a little bit. But I was still close to the branches, so I still got a little bit of a tint. But it was a lot better than what it was at 5600. That's what's nice about these little lights, too. Now, I have the regular Lumecube panel, which is a lot brighter. But again, I just didn't want to push that much light into it, because I again, wanted the high ISOs. So anyway, but going through the building and trying to find these dark areas was easier than I thought. Now, this is a little store in the building, and I thought, well, I'll just get some shots for him. So she put some of the men's shirts on, and he uses them for advertising. So I figured we're down here, help out your neighbor kind of a thing. The photos are cute, and they sell shirts for him and sweatshirts and everything else. I mean, it's funny that when we post a photo with a girl in any men's clothing, guys come in for it like mad. But anyway, getting back to the shoot, the little Lumecube light, I mean, it added light. It did fill in some harsher shadows when the light was bad. I mean, it works. It's a little bit harder to focus the M11 with a light in your hand. And the funny thing is like when you go to focus, the light always goes in towards your face, so it's like blinding you while you're doing it. But if you turn it out, it'll give you light to focus, which is kind of cool too. You just have to get nimble enough to like flip that light when you're focusing, so you can use it for a focusing aid. But the photos came out really nice, and I'm going to show you that program. It's Topaz Labs Photo AI, and what it does is it brings it in, it corrects the noise and sharpens the image, and you can adjust anything, and you can adjust the person versus the background kind of thing. It's a nice program. Now, this is the only one. I had two come into me as updates, and the first one made the photos mushy, which I hated. it just blurs them so much. It's like blotchy. I hate it. But I'm not going to say which one it was because it may work for somebody else. For me, it just didn't work. But this Topaz Labs has always been really good. It doesn't make things mushy. It doesn't overcorrect. And it does a nice job with this. This is me using it in Photoshop. It's a plug-in. And the nice part about this is I can use batch on this too. So if I put it into an action and batch photos, it does a really good job batching it. And it doesn't overdo it again. So, that's it. It's really a simple program, and the learning curve is nothing on it. Now, I do not get these programs for free. I purchased this. I've been buying Topaz Labs and the upgrades for years because I like what they do, and they do. The apps are really quality. So I just wanted to share it with you, and I'll leave the link for them below. Again, it's not an affiliate link or anything like that. It's just I'm sharing things I use, like this little Lumecube. I love to have this in my pocket or my bag, just for those last minute, oh shit, I need a little light on this kind of thing. Even if I'm shooting with my iPhone, this is a nice little light, and it works. I'm sure you can get cheaper out there, but I like the quality of the Lumecubes. That's why I use them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this shoot. It was a lot of fun. And I'm really impressed with the noise quality on the M11-P, and again with the Topaz Labs Photo AI. The noise reduction is great in that. Thanks for watching as always. If you have any questions, leave them below.